How's it going, everybody? TrinfiniteX here with some Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection. So, I started messing around with this a little while ago, but then got distracted by Ori 2. But now I have returned. We're going to start off right away with Mega Man 01. We are going to 100% it. You heard me correct. We are going to 100% Mega Man 01. All Cyber Elves. And we're going to get S rank on every mission. If we don't, we're going to reset until we do. One second. All right. HBK Illmatic, thank you for the follow. How's it going, dude? All right. So I'm still coughing a bit here and there. Lingering coughs after a cold tend to stick around for a long time with me, so pardon that when it happens. What kind of monsters are these? Do they look like monsters to you? They're clearly robots. Anyway. So we start off with Seal here. Running ahead. Deep in what appears to be some sort of weird forest or whatever. Okay, leave this to me. Yeah, huh? I'll take care of them, huh? Oh, will you? And she finds Zero. That's us. This must be Zero, yep. I'm gonna leave this in. I could skip past this, but I'm not going to. Protected by a barrier shield. Looks like we couldn't have... Looks like we can't leave it to that guy. Man, this guy actually took a few hits. Whoever he is, he must be tough. Millen, we shall remember your name. As the guy who doesn't die immediately. With just a few hits. Seal, stop dotting. We don't have time for your dots. Use my power, you have no choice. Apparently her power is to make barriers go away and restart Reploids. And then Cyber Elves perish once their power is used. More dots, because Seal loves to make... Yeah, Seal loves dots. She really loves dots. Okay. Passy says her goodbyes. And Seal screams her name, and... Finally! Zero has been resurrected. My eyes are working correctly. Zero loves dots too. Zero, help me, please. And so, off we go. So, getting 100% on the opening stage is pretty easy. You just have to do one little thing. You have to go back here. That way you'll get another one of these. This involves a little bit of RNG, unfortunately. Because these spiders are really obnoxious. Like, no joke. These spiders are very obnoxious. They can appear randomly. Like, what they do, like, they can either shoot web, they can shoot a bullet, or they can drop down, and if they get in your way, they're very annoying. They can actually hurt Seal or you, and either one of those could cost you your S rank. So there are more cyber elves in this stage, but they are in boxes, which means we don't have to get them right now. We'll come back to get them later. Because if we try to get them now, we'll mess up the time requirement. Yeah, you want to bet we can't damage this with a buster? See, we're doing damage. I mean, it's kind of pitiful damage, but, you know. We work with what we have. See? We can damage this thing with a buster, Seal. Relax. Huh? What's that? It's an atom. I saw those things in chemistry class in high school. Use this, Zero. It came out of the computer screen. I sent it to you across the internets. Who are you? Hurry, you have to save her. Don't waste time. Okay, this is a little tricky. Hitting the golem head without hitting Seal is actually a little tough. Because you can hit Seal by accident, and that will hurt your score. I can't believe you were able to destroy a golem. You only had a buster. At least I thought. You weren't supposed to be able to hurt that thing. You are Zero, the legendary Reploid. Yes, we are. Zero, is that my name? Dots. I love dots. Ugh, I can't remember. Just relax for a moment. You have hibernation sickness. Yes, a Reploid. A machine man has hibernation sickness. What was he, frozen in carbonite? I'm sorry for forcing you to wake up. And thank you for saving me. Twice, you mean. We saved you from falling, and then we saved you from Golem. My name is Seal. I'm a scientist. Excuse me. Let's go to our base before more our enemies arrive. What if I'm not the Zero you were talking about? You proved to me that you are Zero by saving me from the Golem. Okay. That's true. We saved her from those guys in the beginning. You're right. I forgot about that. We're in luck. The trans server is still active. Because that's what an ancient laboratory would have, a modern piece of trans server equipment. Let's go back to our resistance base. Sure. Turn to base. 100 points. Perfect. Take no damage, Seal gets no damage, and if you finish in under 120 on the clear time, and if you do that turn back trick that I did at the beginning to get those extra enemies for the Cyber Elf, you will also get best enemies and best clear time. And obviously no retries or Cyber Elves, because we don't We don't have any elves, and we didn't die. So, 100-point S rank. That is probably the first and last time you will see that. We're gonna get S ranks on every mission, but not necessarily 100 points. We're gonna get 100%, as in all cyber elves, but then we're not 100 pointing every mission. That's ridiculous. Anyway, welcome to this dump called the Resistance Base. This is a shelter for injured Reploids who are suspected of being mavericks. We have fought so hard to survive. However, we know that the end is coming. But that's why we have been looking for you. You are our last hope. Most of us think that Zero is nothing but a fantasy. However, a few still believe in your existence and have looked for you. ... You are Zero, the legendary Reploid who fought with X to save the world 100 years ago. X. That name sounds familiar. X ... That legendary Reploid is still alive, and he's trying to retire all of us. X is trying to retire you? His plans have already begun, and many innocent Reploids are being retired as we speak. We need your help. Our future depends on you. Please help us. I love how no way is an option. Obviously, okay. Thank you. It's like a dream come true. Now, with your help, I think I can save everyone. I have something I need to ask you. Please talk with me when you're ready. Okay, fine, but first we're gonna go into your room. Pardon me. So you can only get through to Seal's quarters if you have an A or S rank. You cannot get through that door otherwise. Now, before you do anything else, and I really mean this, before you do anything else, you're gonna want to turn around and go straight back to where you came from. There are 2 ways to farm in this game, and you will need to do lots of farming. But there are 2 ways to do it. I will show you both of them. This is the best way. This is the easy way that I'm about to show you right here. And while we're here, we're going to pick up the other 2 cyber elves that we missed on our way out. This area right here that we're in is not accessible through all of the game. This is the first area that we were in just now. There's a cyber elf up here, but it gets blocked off after a certain mission later. So you have to get these cyber elves now, pretty much. So, we are not actually going to sit here and grind for a long time. I have files prepared for this. But this is basically what you do. You sit right here, and you farm these things for a long time. Exactly like this. Now, like I said, we're not actually gonna sit here doing that. Yeah, we're not actually gonna sit here and farm all day. That would take forever. I already have a file saved with all the farming done, but basically there's 2 reasons why you want to do that. A, you need E-crystals. A lot of E-crystals. As in, way more than you can actually hold. You can only hold 9,999. But you need something on the order of 200 and... yeah, it's like 20,000, I think. You can only hold 9,999, but you need like 23,000 or something in order to level all your cyber elves up. So these larger cyber elves need a certain amount of E-crystals to level up, and you need a bunch. And the other reason you want to grind now is because your Buster Shot and Z-Saber both need to be leveled up. This game has level up mechanics for its weapons. and you need to perform a certain number, you need to kill a certain number of enemies with each type of slash or shot that you get in order to level up your weapons to max level. You want your weapons to be max level. You really want them to be. And it actually doesn't take that long. It only takes maybe 30 minutes. No, not even that. More like 20 minutes to get your weapons maxed, but you should grind as much as you can to get all the E-crystals you can out of that method I just showed you as quickly as possible. The method of grinding I just showed you is the fast method. That's the good method. Standing there and killing the little spiders when they come out of the cocoon, that's the quickest way to get E-crystals in this game. There is another way that is a lot less efficient that I will show you later, but as much as possible, you want to do your grinding here to save as much time as you can. I'm going to go ahead and say it now. This game is a great game, except there's one, if I had to pick one major flaw that this game has, I would say definitely the sheer amount of padding is ridiculous. In order to get 23,000 E-crystals, you will be spending, even with the method I just showed you, you will have to spend at least 2.5 to 3 hours grinding. That's longer than the rest of the game. So, yeah, the game has way too much padding. Other than that, Mega Man Zero is a really great game. Now, as I said, I'm not actually going to put a bunch of, hours of grinding here on screen. That would be boring. Why would I do that? So instead, I already have a save with all the grinding done. So here we go. Okay, I'm gonna skip through this real quick just to show what I've done. I have literally only finished the first mission on this file. I have 9,970 E-crystals, and my Buster Shot and Z-Saber are maxed out. And I promise you, I did literally nothing except what I just showed you for an hour and a half. An hour and a half. I want you to take that in for a minute. It took us like a minute and 16 seconds to get through the first stage, and then we spent a couple minutes, reading text. That's it. An hour and a half spent grinding, and this is only the first set of 9,000. I also took the liberty of leveling up this Cyber Elf here. We have some others in the other categories, but they're small Cyber Elves, so they don't get leveled up. In any event, yeah. So, in order to get S rank, we can't use any of these Cyber Elves. At least, not yet. So, on our initial playthrough, we will not be using a single Cyber Elf, because that counts against our score. Literally, any Cyber Elf you use will count against your score, which I think any more than one is enough to drop you out of any chance or hope of S rank. So we will not be using any. Again, I might not get these S ranks immediately or right away, but I have gotten 100 points on every single mission before, so I am entirely capable, and I have practiced, so hopefully this won't take too long. Anyway, so here's our first actual mission. So, she wants us to destroy the disposal center that has been retiring captured Reploids, wrongly suspected of being Mavericks. Reploids are considered alive by everyone at this point, so whereas in the original Mega Man games, that was the question, is Mega Man really alive or is he just a robot? But since the X series, I guess... No, even the X series, they were still debating that, because they still used Reploids as servants and slaves, essentially. So, we're obviously going to accept the mission. We will not bother saving our data. because my data is already saved. I am not going to be using the Legacy Collections save in the middle of a level feature. I feel like that's not necessary. Okay. So, just playing it careful here, we can get rid of these annoying wheel enemies. We'll get the Cyber Elf there. The Cyber Elves in this mission are pretty straightforward. This rain is obnoxious. I have the Spin Slash already. So this mission, you just push ahead, nice and easy. There are some Cyber Elves that I am skipping past, I'm aware. I'm skipping past them because they're in boxes and we can come back and get them later. I accidentally got shot there, oh well. That happens. Like there's one right over there. I'll come back to get that later. Ah. Shot there is annoying. Take contact damage here. And then this will give us a Cyber Elf right there. There we go. So those are the only 3 collectible Cyber Elves in this stage, I believe. And now for one of the biggest jerks in this game. Aztec Falcon. I am Aztec Falcon. Harpy with the Guardian sent me to clean up. Hey, help me! You must be some of the garbage. Just in time. I'll dispose of both of you together. This guy sucks. Honestly. I remember this guy, like, this guy gave me so much trouble on my first playthrough. The very first time I ever played this game as a kid, this guy is just brutal. There we go. You basically want to stay up on the wall and wait for him to dash up onto the wall there. That's the safest way to get rid of him. If you try to face him head on, he'll wreck you. It's really that simple. Contact damage sucks in this game. If you're touching a boss, it really, really eats at your health. Hey, wow! 100 pointed that. I actually wasn't expecting 100 point on that one. Okay, so she's like, I can't believe the disposal center is destroyed. You know, it's like a dream come true. If you don't mind doing favors for us, you know, please come help us some more. By the way, if you go down to the engine room downstairs, you'll find our engineer, whose name I cannot really pronounce because French is hard sometimes. He asked me to give this to you. It's called the escape unit. If you ever want to be a quitter, then you can use this. We're not going to use that. Okay. So now we're going to go back and get the Cyber Elves that we went past. So this game is a Metroidvania, actually. Which is kind of weird because most Mega Man games are not. In fact, I can only think of 2 that really are. That's this game and ZX. So, trying to break open that crate over there on the hook. There we go. Okay. So once you hear that sound, that means you broke the crate open. You want to slide down to about here. About halfway up this building. You can use like the surroundings as like markers for where to go. And then once you're down about here, the Cyber Elf will have drifted down, and you can fall on it and collect it like that. No problem. So we're just gonna charge through these guys real quick. I gotta say, they actually did the Metroidvania style. They actually did it pretty well here, all things considered. It's kind of a shame Mega Man never approached this, like, doing things this way again. Like, they tried it with ZX, but ZX wasn't super well received. Just gotta wait for this elf to come down. There's a way we can get up there. It's just a little bit obnoxious. There we go. Yeah, it's hard to stand on that thing in time. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys right now so you can clearly see it. This is the other way to grind. These guys right here. You can go back and forth and kill these guys all day if you want. This way of grinding is considerably slower than the way I showed you earlier. So, if at all possible, you don't want to do this. This will not grind E-crystals very fast at all. But it's there in case you've locked off the other mission. So, let's head back to the Resistance base here. So, oh, wrong button. Excuse me. So we should have... There were 5 Cyber Elves in the mission we just did, and 4... No. 1, 2... Yeah, no, actually 4 from the previous area, so... Or was it 5? Oh, man, now I'm getting the numbers mixed up. Okay, but I know there was 5 in this stage total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. There was 5 in the first area and 5 in the second area, so we should have 10. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Just had to think twice about that. So we should have 10 Cyber Elves in total right now. Oh, that's right. That's where the other one was. We took the one out of Seal's room. So yeah. All right. So, next up, in order to leave that area open for grinding as much as for as long as possible, we're going to be doing the missions in a very specific order so that that area is open for as long as possible. We're going to start. Let's see. Okay, retrieve data is the mission we do not want to do at all costs. We don't want to do retrieve data. That will block off our farming area, like, permanently. Like, we can never go back there. So we don't want to do this one. We want to do either of these first, and I think destroy the train is the one I did next. Okay, so real quick, I want to remind myself of exactly how many cyber elves are in here. I'm trying to remember exactly, because I don't want to miss one. Oh gosh, yeah, all right. 7 in this stage. Let's see. Okay. No, that's right. Spin slash first, now the Buster Shot. Okay. Getting the pattern back for this stage. Every stage has a pattern if you want to do well. We need to kill a couple of these guys, so we're going to go back and forth a little bit. There we go. It's this guy. We want to kill at least a few of them, and then we'll kill more of him later. Eventually, here we go, here we go. He's going to drop a Cyber Elf. Try not to get shot when possible. I'm taking too much damage. Ah. Dang. Already struggling. But if we get S rank, that's good enough. This is actually a little loud in my ears. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this down. So that Cyber Elf is in a box, but you don't really want to come back here if possible, so make sure to get that one. Now, we're gonna want to use our Thunder Chip on this guy for sure. He dies pretty simply, pretty easily. And that's 3 Cyber Elves out of 7 so far. Now here's where things get tough. You're definitely going to want to use your Thunder Chip here. So Ilmatic, do you like Mega Man Zero? Is this one of your favorite games? What do you think of it? Or have you ever seen it before? Trying to stun these guys. Possible. Probably not going to get the S rank on this, and if I don't, that's fine. It'll mean a quick restart. There we go. Okay, these little guys right here have a Cyber Elf as well. We're going to want to make sure we kill 5 of them. Okay, we already got it. Good. Got this guy. Okay. This boss right here sucks. He tries to push you into the ceiling full of spikes. It's a boss that abuses instant death traps. So, yeah, he's kind of obnoxious. 1, 2, and he does a big one. Hit him with a Buster Shot. Stand right about here. Hit him again. Hit him again. And dead. Trust me, you want to get him caught in that cycle. You want to get him caught in that cycle or he will annihilate you. His other moves will just shove you into the ceiling and kill you. It's really obnoxious. 93. That's an S rank. Not the best. I would have preferred better, but it's fine. You get the idea. If I had taken less damage and been a little bit faster about it, that would have been good. But most importantly, did we get all the Cyber Elves? Well, let's just do simple math. We had 10, now we should have 17. Here's 4. There's 6. So that's 10. And there's 7 more. So yes, indeed, we got them all. Now again, we could, sorry, I keep hitting that button instinctively. We could go and level these up and then do some more farming. But it wouldn't eat up all our E-crystals yet, so... Next up, we're going to do find the shuttle. We don't want to do retrieve data. We don't want to do either of these yet. These two, we don't have the tools for them. Rescue Kolbor. I mean, I guess we could technically do this one now if we wanted. But I like to save this one for later. Occupy Factory is definitely not something you want to do just yet. Although I guess it is also optional. You could do this now. It's just really hard to get a good score on it without the shield boomerang. But it is possible. It is doable. But just so long as you don't do retrieve data. Not yet. Next up is going to be find shuttle. This one's actually kind of challenging. Let's see, real quick. So, one of their planes crashed and she sent scouts. And now we're expected to go find the person who's lost in the desert. We have to find the shuttle, and just to be sure... Aha, okay. Just double checking what I need. Sorry. All right. These vultures are super obnoxious. So we just got a Cyber Elf right there from destroying the little sand shark things. These traps, like this whole level, I swear, is designed just to be as annoying as possible. It's not difficult, but it is annoying. There we go. You're definitely gonna want to kill these things, because on killing them on the way back with the once you rescue the person is actually kind of tough. Oh, here we go. You definitely want to get up here. Get that Cyber Elf. Ah, no. Uh-oh. That's not good. Missing that Cyber Elf is actually going to cause me some grief later. I'm going to have to come back and get it. But if possible, you really want to collect that Cyber Elf right then and there. We can skip past all this. So these little rocks will try and block your shots. It's kind of ridiculous that they're able to do that. They also damage you. That's kind of stupid, but there it is. This whole thing is just an obstacle course, really. Killing the traps will get us some more Cyber Elves. Can't believe that eagle missed. So, of the 5 Cyber Elves in this stage, we already got all of the ones that we earned from killing enemies. Got the one from the vulture. We missed the one in the box. We got the one from the sand sharks, and we got the one from the traps, so we just have to beat the boss and come back and get that box. That's obnoxious. But we will get it. We will get it. One way or another, I will get that. Oops. I will get that Cyber Elf. So, turn off your Thunder element here. You will not deal any damage to this boss if you don't turn off your Thunder element here. This guy's pattern is super simple. Hit him with 2 charge attacks, and he does this. You can dash, jump off of these pillars that he summons. This guy just really likes sand sculptures. He just dives in the sandbox and creates sand sculptures. Spiky sand sculptures that try to kill you. But he's not actually that dangerous. If you just rinse and repeat like this, he's easy. Okay. Are you alright? Can you walk? Yeah, I think I'm okay. Yes, ... Okay. So big part of your score in this mission is making sure this guy doesn't get hurt, which really sucks. You can't get too far ahead of him or he will not make it. Like, he will stop if you get too far ahead of him. It is better for us to take damage than for him to take it. He does get caught in traps, so make sure... Yeah, make sure he doesn't get caught in any. Again, it's better for us to take damage than for him to take any. Ah, oh, man, like that. Or like that. Ah, oh, that sucks. Now I'm getting paranoid about it. I should probably move ahead of him more. But you gotta definitely have a rhythm to it here. I'm actually gonna switch back on my Thunder Element because I want to stun this trap. There we go. That was a trick for sure. I should have came down there and destroyed that that thing earlier, but I forgot to do that. Let's see if I can salvage this. We've taken way too much damage. I think it's curtains for S rank. But I'm gonna try anyway. So, the idea of this is good, like the whole escort mission thing. I appreciate them giving us something different. Because Mega Man missions are usually, you know, teleport into area, get through area, kill boss, and that's it. But, Mega Man Zero, with its Metroidvania-style approach, decided to have a whole variety of different missions, including rescue missions, escort missions. I like the variety in this game. We actually somehow got an S rank out of that. We actually almost got good clear time, but despite so much damage and the guy getting hit twice, we somehow made an S out of that. That's actually kind of unbelievable. Another comrade saved. According to his report, enemies are preparing to conduct a large-scale attack on the base. Obviously, we'll need your help for that. Yes, of course you will. So we actually can't go back to the desert to get that one cyber elf in a box just yet. We'll be able to do that in a bit. But first, we have to go ahead and do the Duel in the desert. Find hidden base is definitely not a mission you want to go on yet. Absolutely not. Not without the fire chip that you get from Occupy Factory. So, we are going to do Duel in the Desert next. There's only 3. There's only 3 cyber elves in this mission. So it's actually kind of hard to miss these. They're taking precautions against the oncoming attack, but it might not be enough. It definitely won't be enough without us. We have a problem, Zero. They are coming at us in large numbers. We'll hold the final defense line at any cost. You should destroy their main bane. Their main troops are approaching. Zero, please take care of them. Yep. That's us. That guy is annoying. They actually, if you want a high score, they really expect you to not take any damage. Also, you really want to farm some enemies here. Whoop. And not get shot by that thing. There we go. Stun the camel. Call it a day. Take your time here. Like, it's tempting to rush through this. Take your time. They knew it would be tempting, and so that's why they made the mission one where you're supposed to take your time killing enemies. Because they knew it would be tempting. So I probably, yeah, just these few hits of damage might be too much already, but I'm gonna keep on going. That should be enough enemies right there. I've been going real slow here. Uh-oh. Oh no, do these not respawn? Uh-oh. Well, I know these respawn eventually because we have to get that cyber elf up there. And there's another emergency way to get them if we have to. Oh, I tried to dash under that, didn't work. So we got both cyber elves. We'll have to come back for that one in the box later. So now they want to send their reinforcements at us. It's a bunch of these stupid wheel guys. I hate these guys so much because they're hard to avoid. Charge attacks will get rid of them. Make sure your thunder element is equipped. And here's the boss. I heard there's a highly skilled Reploid in the Resistance. I never expected you to be this good. You are amazing. And that is what excites me most. All these guys, my name is Fafnir. All the Guardians are just ridiculous adrenaline combat junkies. I swear. One of the 4 Guardians of Master X. Now, don't let me down, kid. Always open up with a buster shot. Ugh. Normally doesn't shoot that much. Okay. So once you get close to him, stay close to him like this, and it'll keep baiting him into trying to grab you. If he powers up and does his super attack like this, then try to give him a little bit of space and patiently, yeah, get closer if you can, and don't. And then if that's not a choice, yeah, just be careful when you advance. Back off if you have to. Just give him lots of respect, and you'll get him no problem. Look at that. Oh, 93. I fell in rank. Uh-oh. I took too much damage. That's why. So, I promised S rank, so we're going to go back and get an S rank on that. Of course, it would have been helpful if I had saved. That would have been really good. Okay. Actually, I don't even need to do that. What am I doing? Okay. So, I accidentally chose not to save. That was a mistake. But that's fine, because it gives me a chance to get that one Cyber Elf I was missing, and maybe do a little better at these stages. So, rank is averaged out in this game. So, you're going to see these stages again, because I messed up already. My bad. Ugh. But I'll just run through them real quick. And maybe do a little history lesson. So, Zero was in hibernation at the beginning of the game, because in X6, he went into hibernation after helping X fight Mavericks. Or, excuse me, was that 6 or 5? Can't remember exactly, but Zero put himself into hibernation because he wanted to leave all the fighting to X, because he discovered that he was actually very dangerous, because he was created by Dr. Wily, and there was like a powerful virus in him and all that. So he went into hibernation, X took over, and then he got woken, and then he got woke up by Seal. And now apparently X has gone and turned evil and is trying to kill us. Or kill everybody, actually. So we don't know yet what's happened, in the 100 years that we've been asleep. Oh, that was bad. That's fine. It'll still be an S rank. It just won't be as good as it could have been. 100 pointed it the first time around. See, that dash back right there is obnoxious. Oh my gosh. That boss fight went super wrong. That's what happens. That's what happens if you don't respect him. Pretty sure it's still an S rank, right? Yep, still is. Took way too much damage, but I did everything else right. I definitely should have saved. I almost want to go back and try that again, just because that was so bad. So the reason I'm not saving again is because I have a save file coming up where we're supposed to grind again, and that will serve as my real quote-unquote save. This will actually give me a chance to do better at this mission, so I'm not super bummed out about it. That's right. Don't want an element at first. Yeah, okay. Kill this guy, and then go back, get another one to spawn, kill him again. Just do this a couple times. Preferably not get shot by that guy. Whoa! Almost went a little too far there. These little tanks on the ceiling really suck. Still, I think I can do better on this round. I took less damage already. I love how the ball and chain just freezes in midair if you stun it. Okay, so let's see if I can do a little bit better on this. There we go, doing better already, actually. Okay. Go, got that one. Go back and forth on this a few times. And then the one at the end will give us our cyber elf. There's one. And there's two. Just like that. Nice and smooth. And now this boss again. Again, this boss sucks if you don't get him in the pattern, but it's not that bad. Not if you know how to get him. Ah, he got me once. Oh. Whoopsie. That might be a problem. Ugh. There we go. Okay. I messed up the pattern slightly, so I almost was in trouble there. That was almost real bad, but thankfully, nothing bad happened. That should be a really good one. 96. Yeah, there we go. It was actually a little slow. Incredible. So we cut off their supply route. This is a unique cyber elf that will learn an awesome ability when she grows up. Raise her with love and care, or just stuff her full of E-crystals, which is what we're going to do. Okay, so this time let's not make any mistakes. Let's go ahead and save over this while we still can. Some of the abducted Reploids have hijacked a transport plane and escaped. We were just on a train, not a plane. They might have crash landed in the desert, so we sent scouts, but can't find them. Okay, we'll rescue them, and we'll do a lot better this time. Okay, so because those little destructible platforms don't respawn, It's obviously way more ideal to get that Cyber Elf in a box on this stage, in this level if possible. Definitely don't want to have to come back and do that later, so this time around, let's make sure we get that. At all costs. There we go. Just make that jump right there, just like that. Excellent. Surrounded by enemies when we jump down, but that's okay. Ow. Already doing way better than the first time. We can skip past a few enemies. We're gonna get plenty of enemies in just a minute. Ah. There we go. If you catch these guys when you're first coming on this, when they're first coming on the screen, they won't have any rocks up to protect them, so you can just shoot them and kill them. There we go. These wind guys are annoying. They push you away from them in case you couldn't tell. Ah. Oh. Well, that was dumb. Make sure those stupid traps are gone. Urgh. I love how eagles can dive through the sand to get me. Okay, turn off element here. That was much better. We should be able to maintain a good S rank for this. Just gotta play with this guy. Watch him build sandcastles. You can build all the sandcastles you want, but it won't stop us. This guy's pattern is even easier than the train guy, for sure. Just gotta climb up these pillars that he summons. It's no big deal. No problem. But the mission's not over yet. Gotta do the escort real quick. Yep, now for the hard part. How's it going, Avalon? You having a good day? That's right. Actually, what we want to do is have our thunder element back on. Oh, oh. That's right. Make sure to get him. These eagles diving in out of nowhere are kind of obnoxious, in case you couldn't tell. But it's not too bad. Ah, we'll let him go. Us taking damage is far preferable to him taking damage. We don't want to get too far ahead of him. The spin slash is like a necessity here, honestly. Oh, now for this again. I actually forgot to clear this once again. Forgot to clear this early, like I should have. There we go. Turns out it's not that big of a deal, though. Excellent. If we get too far away from him, he stops, remember, so don't run too far ahead. Unlike Seal, he can't keep up. Seal's actually a good runner. But this guy's injured, so he can't do anything. I missed. It's still not good to take damage, though. It's gonna hurt our rank at least a little. Ah, of course. Well, he took 1 damage. That's not too bad. Could have been worse. That was definitely better than the first attempt at it, though. Let's see if we're still S rank, though. Remember, ranks are determined by an average. Okay, 96. I can work with that. Yeah, that attempt was not good. But actually, you weren't here for this, Avalon, but I did that mission already, but then I did the next mission without saving. So I had to go back and do that one again. So I should probably remember to save this time. Might be a good idea. Okay, so again, do not do this one. You could do these, but definitely don't do this one. You want to do Duel in the Desert next. So, we have to help them defend the place from the incoming attack. That guy's always a punk. Every time I forget about him. I always forget about that yellow guy carrying the spike wheel. I hate these things. They always get me. How did that guy live? That's obnoxious. Already taking a bunch of damage that I shouldn't be taking. Alright. There's 1 Cyber Elf in the camels. Make sure you get it. Charge shots work really well at detonating the bombs. Do not get shot by these sand crawlers. They hurt a lot, actually. Actually gonna wait here for just a minute. So I'm going to farm enemies right here. They actually expect you to do this if you want to get a good rank. You actually need to do this for at least a few seconds here. You will need the enemy kills. This time we've already got that Cyber Elf up on the destructible platform, so we don't have to worry about that. And those guys, man, these guys right here, they suck. The yellow guys dropping the spike balls, man. I'll just say that over and over again because it's true. Ugh. It's so hard to get rid of them when you're trying to get rid of other enemies as well. I'm pretty sure we've killed enough enemies. This is the part where they start dropping those little wheel guys on us. These guys are just obnoxious. Ugh. In case you couldn't tell, getting high scores in this game tend to be very annoying. The game's actually a lot more fun if you don't try to do this. Already have Thunder Element on. So, I've already seen this guy, Fafnir. He's the combat nerd. Just try to bait him into grabbing you as much as you can. And preferably don't get caught like I just did. do this. Let him do what he wants. Just stand a little bit away from him and he probably won't hit you at all. And just like that. Now the question is, did I deal enough damage? Or sorry, did I take too much damage? 92A. Dang it. Way too much damage as it turns out. So, we'll have to load that and try that again. This time, we have the save data. Okay, so this time, gotta do the same thing I just did, but let's try not taking so much damage. Whatever it takes to get an S rank. This time, I'm not gonna forget about this guy. There we go. There's another one up here. Oh, but I got caught on the wall. That's so stupid. Whatever. How you been, Avalon? Ah. What you been up to? Actually, that's a good question. What games are you playing lately? Steam Overlord, huh? I don't believe I think I've heard that name before, but I don't actually know what that's about. I'm gonna farm here for a second. What is that game? Or sorry, Stream Overlord. Oh, it's not a game. Too many stream games. Oh, okay. Been watching too many? Got too many people streaming all at once? Uh-oh. This guy again? Jump over that. Oh my gosh. That one ran away. Ah, I hate that I hate it when they do that. Alright. This time let's try to take less damage. Let's try to take less damage from these guys if possible. That was still a lot of damage, unfortunately. Well, fine, let's take less damage from Fafnir then. That still works. Gauging this mission properly to get just the right number of kills while also not being too slow is kind of difficult. You have to know like exactly how many to kill. And there's this guy. Oh, I took contact damage. Crap, that's probably too much right there. Well, we'll see. Oh, you're not gonna do your ultimate this time? Okay. There we go. I'll shoot him from off screen since he has 2 health. Thank you, Avalon. I've worked hard at it, but... Oh, 97. Okay, there we go. There's our S rank. Okay. So, at this point, the only missions we have are retrieve data, occupy factory, rescue Kolbor, and find hidden base. That's exactly what we should have. Now, there are some cyber elves that I didn't get this round. Like, I got them before, but then I lost them when I had to reload, so I'll go ahead and make sure I have them. Oh, did I already get that? Oh yeah, that's right, I already got it because I reloaded. So I'll go back and get the two that are through here, and then we'll confirm the count. Just to be sure the numbers are right. Okay, heard the sound, we broke it open. Hang out here for a minute. And there's a cyber elf. So how many streamers do you watch? How many streamers do you watch, Avalon? Like, I mean, I know you just said too many, but 'cause you've got overload, but like, how many is overload exactly? Ah, tried to make it up there, couldn't make it. Two actively, then three passively, eh? That's still a lot. Honestly, I can't focus very well on more than two at a time max. Like, even like three passively sounds like too much for me. I could barely handle two. Nah, I mean, I've never really tried it, but I can just imagine it right now. Like, I can sometimes can't even focus when I'm watching just one person stream, depending on what they're doing. Okay. So at this point, we can start using our stocked up E-crystals to start feeding these guys. And once they're leveled up, we can then turn right around and go back to farming. So that's just an example of how we can level up, and then we go back to the underground laboratory and we do even more farming after doing those missions. Doing those particular missions in that particular order was very deliberate because it gives us a lot of cyber elves that need to be raised. That is to say, we get to spend our 9,000. We get to spend those 9,999 E-crystals that we have in our inventory here. So, like, I had that many, and then I spent a bunch leveling up that cyber elf. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get those, do those missions, get those cyber elves, and get them all leveled up. And then you want to go back and do yet another hour and some of farming to get back to 9,999. Now again, just like the first time, I told you, not going to bother showing that on stream. I already have a save file for that. So, real quick, let's just confirm that I have all the cyber elves. I should. So the first two stages had 5 each. And then I got 1 from Seal's room. And then there was 7 from the train stage, 5 from the rescue stage, and then 3 from the stage we just finished with Fafnir. So we should have 25, I believe. So here's 5 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, let me do that again. That's 8 total right there, and 10, 12. That's 12 in here. So 12 plus 8 is 20, plus 5 is 25. So we have all the Cyber Elves 100% up to this point. So, no need to save, because I already have a file set up for this. Moreover, I believe I did better on those particular S ranks, meaning I have a higher average, so it'll be harder to fall below S rank. Because again, all the ranking is averaged out from all your missions. So, that will make things easier. So notice it's going from like 1 hour and 44 minutes, so like an hour and 45 minutes, is jumping all the way up to 3 hours and 12 minutes. Way too much padding. Way too much padding. So you'll see the missions are exactly the same. I'm following the exact same path to get here that I showed on stream, and just to reiterate, only thing I did was go back to the lab, the underground laboratory, and farm up 9,999 E-crystals. And here I can show you I have the same Cyber Elves, but they're all leveled up. They're all leveled up Cyber Elves. Also, there is technically one or two things I forgot to show you. You'll notice I have a few others here that I did not show earlier. Like, I actually have more Cyber Elves here. One of the Cyber Elves you get from right here. There's 2 more that I didn't show. I'll go ahead and show them now, but if you talk to this guy right here, if you talk to this guy and listen to his story anytime after, I think, the 2nd mission, or maybe the 3rd, I think he'll talk to you for a while, and if you listen to his story and you don't mash through his text, he'll give you a Cyber Elf. And then also, down here, this guy is blocking the way. If you give him 250 E-crystals, he will let you through to this room back here, which has another Cyber Elf in it, and also the guy we rescued. I never thought I would come back alive. You look like you're still injured. I guess they were too lazy to update your sprite. Injured forever. Anyway, so those are the 2 Cyber Elves I did not grab before loading my save. So I'll just go ahead and make sure those are shown. I'll go ahead and load this again just so the time is accurate. And now, at this point, now that you've farmed up, you've spent a couple hours farming up, getting E-crystals in the underground lab. Now we can finally close the underground lab. We're going to do retrieve data. Do you remember the place we met? You know, from a few hours ago? Yeah. We had no choice but to escape then, but my research tells me there's some important information about you there. The enemies are trying to get it before us. So, obviously, we don't want that. Last time somebody got information on Zero, they ended up catching a terrible virus that ended up infecting a lot of Reploids in the world and caused the Maverick Wars and all that. That was really bad. So you want to have your thunder chip on for this one. Definitely. Be very careful around these things. Not careful like I'm being right now, for example. Wow, that was awful. Let's try that again. Gosh. I can already tell things are going to go badly there. I can already tell I'm not going to get an S rank on that one. You can stun those guys with the thunder element, but those ones that are above you, there's nothing you can do except be careful around them. There we go. I jumped too early last time. That's what happened. Whoa. Ah, come on. There we go. This mission actually is better done with the Buster Shot, mostly. And very carefully. Again, this game is much easier and much more fun if you're not trying to get a good score. But if you are, it's kind of painful. Oh, crap. Forgot about him. There we go. This is actually a good place to farm a few enemies. You do need a couple. Not too many, just a few. Ah. When going through this mission, make sure you get enough of these tanks and bombs. They house the cyber elves. Ah. Like, see, we don't have enough of these tanks yet. There we go. There it is. Okay. Now, just to confirm, I am in fact checking a list right now to make sure that I get them all, because there's a lot of cyber elves. There's a lot of cyber elves, and so I want to make absolutely sure that I don't miss any, because a lot of them are missable. And that should be that. Yep. So just those two are the only two you really have to worry about, the ones from the bombs and the tanks. And now there's one for the boss, and there's one in a box in this area that we couldn't get earlier, but we'll be able to get after this mission. Mahagansarif. I'm in charge of processing and handling information, and he's collected all of our data. He's gonna try and steal our identity. We can't let that happen. This guy is weak to the thunder attack. He has that boomerang there. If he tries to do this, just stay in the corner. He swings twice and then comes toward you. Just stay respectful and dead. There we go. Now the question is, was that good enough? Make sure you collect the Cyber Elf, and then the place starts falling apart. This is why we can't come back here later. Once the place falls apart, that's it. And it falls apart quickly, so thankfully there are no enemies in our path at this moment. These doors try to get in our way, but they're no match for us. And there we go. But now we can never go back there again, so I hope you did all the farming you need to do. We are going to have to do some farming the inefficient way, but we should have enough to get through most of the Cyber Elves now. $95. Not too bad. Took a little too much damage. That was the only problem. Got everything else down, though. I'll take it. Most of the information is damaged and useless. Oh, good. My identity is safe. Excellent. But we did manage to get some data on my weapon. That's good. But first we have to do this mission that rudely interrupts us. So this part is going to suck for my playthrough because if I don't get an S rank on this, I'm gonna have to replay both missions. So that's awful. Oh wait, no, actually it does give us a chance to save. Never mind. Okay, so there's a giant mechanaloid that's trying to break into the base and blow up, and it's up to us to stop it. I don't think this thing has an elemental weakness. I don't think. But I do know this mission is a bit challenging to get a good rank on. It's actually good that he's sending all these little guys out after us already, because we need to kill these guys for enemy kills and for the Cyber Elf. Oh man, these explosions are so big, they actually catch you even if you're prepared for it. Oh crap, he stops. Yeah, I can already see myself having to redo this one, but I'm gonna keep trying anyway. Really want to kill the back part of this thing as quickly as possible. There's our Cyber Elf. Ugh, thank goodness. I'm actually kind of happy he's launching all these enemies at us, though. Lots of enemies, good. Well, now we should have plenty of enemies, so we should be able to just go ahead and kill this guy then. Ah, crap. Do not get hit by those blue orbs. They will lock you in place for an unhealthy amount of time. So I'm not sure if I took too much damage on that one, but you want to make sure that this guy gets through this much of this yellow building here. It's actually very important because otherwise there's a Cyber Elf you cannot get. Wow, I'm surprised. 98. That was a good run. He kept spitting out those little enemies, which counted towards the enemy counter. That's actually really good. So, just gonna check real quick. Yeah, okay. Did she just say the same thing? If you didn't stop the giant mechanoid, the resistance base would have become a sitting duck. Yeah, she just says the Yeah, with your cooperation, maybe peace will be restored. She just says the last thing that she said at the end of a mission. Okay. So, before we do anything, we're gonna want to go all the way down here to get the triple rod from the engineer, who looks a lot like Geordie LaForge, with the visor and all, or Cyclops. At least I think that's his name, from X-Men. I'm not super deep into X-Men, but the guy with the laser vision. Okay, so we now have the triple rod. Now, we're not going to be worried about the triple rod too much. It's the weapon that comes after it that we really want. It's the shield boomerang. It makes a particular fight a good bit easier. So, next up, we have a choice. In order to get the shield boomerang, we have to complete one more mission. We really don't want to do this one without the shield boomerang, or without fire chip. So, like, this one we cannot do right now. Absolutely cannot. We can do either of these. This one is the one where the shield boomerang's probably a good idea if you want to go fast. So I think I'm probably going to try doing this one without the ice element, which is kind of sucky. I'm kind of debating it. I might actually want to try doing it the other way. Doing Occupy Factory without the shield boomerang could suck, but doing this without ice element could suck even more. So I'm on the fence about which one I want to do next. You can honestly do either one, but you definitely don't want to do this one. So I'm going to go ahead and do Occupy Factory, but first, before I forget, we should go get that cyber elf that we unlocked. So, just past the yellow building, you'll see that the terrain is permanently destroyed. Hang to the right side, and Cyber Elf. Not only that, but we're down here again. Uh-oh. Ah. Thankfully, we were not in a mission. Good thing, too. So let's try that again. So that doesn't count against us because we weren't in a mission. I am grateful for that. That was just a silly death. That shouldn't have happened. That's kind of upsetting. But, oh, okay. It already collected the Cyber Elf. Fine. It is possible to get up there without clearing that that section of the yellow building, but it's really tough. You have to use the triple rod to pogo your way up there. What do I mean by pogo? You'll see. However, there's a good reason to want to come back through here. Ugh, can't believe I died at all. That's still upsetting. But, like I said, thankfully it was not an emission. So it won't actually hurt me. Not here. Wrong door. It's good to come through here because there is a tran server here. Like I said, this is a Metroidvania. So naturally, there are fast travel spots throughout the world. And it's good to add this one to our list. In case we need to come back here later. So, now let's head to the Resistance base. All right, whoa. Let's make sure we save. Now, I'm gonna try to do Occupy Factory without the shield boomerang, so we'll see if this works out. It is possible, but it's kind of tough. So the first part of the stage we don't really need to worry about. We just need to make sure we kill 5 of these guys. This is where things get tricky. One of the hardest things to do on this mission is get a good time and get the cyber elves. We have to kill this enemy 5 times. And then we need to hurry back because doing the whole shutter thing is nonsense. It really is. You don't want to have anything to do with that. Hey, we got a life back. Going through this vent here is a lot safer than going through the main area down below. So then the shutter closes really fast. Taking so many little hits. This is one of the uglier missions in the game because of this area right here. It's so easy to die. It's just crazy. There are a bunch of cyber elves in boxes here that I am skipping past because I actually want to get a decent score. I'm actually going to switch to the triple rod right now. Uh-oh. I actually can't reach it. Uh-oh. That's actually really bad. For enemy count is going to be off. I'm going to have to farm a bit, and that's going to go badly. Let's see. Actually, maybe it won't. There we go. Here's a nice, easy way to farm some enemies. Again, there's a lot of cyber elves in boxes that I did not get because we can come back and get them later. It's better to get them later because you won't get a good time if you try to get them all now. So let me just make sure of something. Right. So we got the only three The only 3 cyber elves we have to worry about are killing the spiders, which you should get naturally if you did exactly what I did, the shielded enemies at the beginning, and the cannon hoppers that I showed, that I demonstrated grinding already. So, here comes the challenging part. We have to somehow kill this boss without the shield boomerang. It is a pain. Oh, wow, he didn't open up with his special move. That's unusual. So you need to stay directly below him, or he will shoot a bunch of little pellet shots at you, and that is very hard to avoid, and also extremely difficult to... it also takes up a lot of time. Like, it's very hard to avoid. You'll take tons of damage. It takes up lots of time. It really sucks all the way around. Don't let him use his super move if you can. And don't get hit by any of this. Going back and forth will generally deal with this guy's attacks, but you have to stay directly underneath him. And time your movements carefully. This attack is a little tricky to dodge, but... Ah, crap. Now, here's the real question. Is this fast enough? I hope this method is fast enough. This attack is a little tricky to dodge, but we got it. Okay. There we go. Maybe it saves time because... Does it save enough time because he's not doing his super? All the bosses have special moves that they only do if you're an A or S rank. That's what I'm referring to. And he actually didn't use his super at all. That might have saved enough time. Oh, 90. Irk. That was not very good. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna probably redo that one. And the reason I'm gonna redo it is because, again, our rank is an average. Which means it will be harder to get an S rank on upcoming missions with that mission being so poor. So apparently I need to go a lot faster than that. This is what I was worried about. The shield boomerang, I think, makes this faster and easier to do. That boss fight took a long time. But if I can make it through the level faster, perhaps I can fix that. I also might have accidentally over-farmed. We'll see. Gives me a chance to get less damage on the mission anyway. That guy's position is sucky. So that's the first one. That's the shutter she's talking about right there. We're not gonna have anything to do with that. Just gonna grab this cyber elf right here and run. And not take any additional damage this time. There is one cyber elf in a box that we're going to go ahead and get now because it's in our path. There's 2 guys right there. And now we don't have to wait on the elevator. We will just go down and kill 2 enemies on our way. Unfortunately, that damage is unavoidable. If you catch the wrong cycle on these, you actually cannot avoid damage. It's actually pretty poorly designed, unfortunately. There's very little that can be done about it. So let's try to do this a little faster this time. Getting hit by these would not be good because they're very painful. Just going to farm a few extra enemies. And now we should be good to get a much better score, I hope. If we can repeat our success and kill this guy without shield boomerang. Also, let's hope that he doesn't use his super. No, he's using it. That is his super. It's really hard to avoid getting hit by that. Oh my gosh. This is already going very badly for damage. Come on. I did it perfectly last time. And now this time the boss is not going to cooperate with me, of course. Oh my gosh, wow. It leaves a little residual thing on the floor. Those thunder attacks, when they hit the floor, there's a little effect, there's a little animation on the floor there that can damage you just as much as the attack. Ugh. That's awful. Any retries will sink your chances of getting an S rank. So if you die, you might as well start over right there. That was one too many. Okay, concentration mode. We gotta beat this thing. Really don't want to have to replay this too many times. Didn't take extra damage there. Take out those two, nice and smooth. So far, so good. Actually didn't take extra damage here. Wow, must have caught just the right cycle. This is me getting lucky, folks. Take a screenshot. Bug almost got me. All right, let's try this again. Let's just do this a couple times. Just for good measure. All right, boss time again. Let's see if I can get this guy to cooperate. Oh my gosh, we got it again. We actually got him to not use his super again. I need to hit him at least twice, I figure. Every time he opens up, I need to hit him at least twice in order to get a decent time here. That was not twice, but we'll see. Almost there. Stay on target. One more cycle. Oh, come on. 1 health. Okay. Still, that should be much better. Let's see it. What's the end result? I made sure to get all the cyber elves that I needed. That was much better. There we go. Only took 5 damage total. Was still a little slow. That was still slow. That was still a little slow, but it was much, much better. So that will help out our average rank and make it not so bad that we can't progress. It's like our dream has come true. We feared that we were doomed. Yes, but now you have energy. Because we got a factory for you. Because, you know, factories produce energy. Not power plants, factories. Because that was the reason she had us seize that factory in the first place, because they needed energy. But why would you want to seize a factory? What you need is a power plant. Anyway. So there's a whole bunch of cyber elves back there. I'm gonna go ahead and save here. There's a whole bunch of cyber elves back there in boxes that we have to go and get. Why am I going there? That's right. I was about to actually go through the subway again. But one of the advantages of going back after that one mission where we let the mechanoid through the wall, going back to get that cyber elf means that we can go to the subway transporter node, and here we go. There are now good guys guarding the place, so there's no enemies, no problems whatsoever. And there's a ton of E-crystals here, so if you're smart, you'll level up your cyber elves before you come here. Level up your cyber elves, and then all these E-crystals that you can collect right here. Each of these big ones is worth 16. I'm not worried about it, only because I have a save file already set up, as you might have guessed. So, there are a couple cyber elves here. There's this one down here. This one is incredibly important. It literally doubles our life bar. And that doesn't include extensions. You're gonna wanna jump up here for sure to get all of these. Again, they're not making any sound because I'm already maxed on E-crystals, but I'm not worried about collecting anymore because I have a save file already set with that in place. With everything leveled and everything that I'll have. There's one up here that we want to get. You can do a really tricky jump to get around like this, but that's actually way harder to do than it looks. These things are somehow here for some reason. Or E-crystals. There's one more up ahead that we need to get. And it's hidden in the wall here. This area right here is so easy to die in this place. This giant pit with these little mechanoids just picking up logs and stuff, like this is such an easy place to die. I died over and over just relearning this game, and on my first playthrough years ago, I remember this Occupy Factory and the mission that comes after it it's painful. These missions are very painful. Just learning them for the first time, it's real rough. But once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad at all. It only took me a couple tries to get a really good score on that on this mission here, so it's not that bad. Okay, so now let's go back to the transport node here, to the trans server. We have all the cyber elves that we can have from this area. Okay. Let's go ahead and save, because saving is smart. If I can actually mash the buttons correctly. Now, real quick, let's confirm that we have everything. We should. How many should we have? We should have 5 from the intro stage and disposal center. 3 more from the overworld. We've done retrieve data, and it had 4. Find shuttle. I know we got all the ones in there. And that was 5, I believe. Yeah. Right, so that's 15, 19. Duel in Desert was 3, plus 3 from the overworld, so that's 25 right there. We did the train. That was 7. So that's 32. And we just did Occupy Factory. And all of its cyber elves, so that's 7 more, so we should have 39. Do we have 39? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus 11. That's 25 right there just from these. And then 1, 2, 3, plus 4 is 7, plus 3 more is 10, plus 3 more is 13, plus 2 more is 15. So that's actually 40. Where'd I get the other one from? Did I miscount? I don't think I did. Yeah, this is 15 right here. This is definitely 11. And this is definitely 14. So yeah, that's 40. And I said we should have 39, so I must have gotten one more from the overworld at some point. Which one did I get? Did I? I must have miscounted the ones that I'm supposed to have. That's weird. Did I only get 3 from the overworld? Pretty sure. Yeah, in fact, I'm absolutely sure that those were the other ones. I must have miscounted the ones that I'm supposed to have here. Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot to count the mechanoid stage in there. But in which case the number should be higher, in which case I'm missing some. Which ones am I forgetting to collect here? Uh-oh. Losing track. Let me double check here. What did I forget to collect? Should have them all. There were 3 from the mechanoid stage. So that actually means 43, and I only have 40. That's not right. I must have miscounted somewhere. What did I miscount? Either way, we can get our weapon. We can get the shield boomerang out of this. Positive that I got all these ones here in the overworld. What did I forget? Yeah, and I talked to this guy already, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I already talked to him. There's nothing else in that direction. Don't think I'm missing anything, as far as I'm aware. Like, I know I've gotten all the cyber elves in all the stages that I've done up to now. I should have been keeping track of this by stage. We are definitely on track, I can tell you that much, because this is loaded off of a save file that I already had. Unless I missed something in literally like the 2 missions we've done. Let me re-add that up again. I am remembering right what missions we've already done. Yeah, okay, so there's 7 plus 4. Oh! Yeah, I think I'm already miscounting here. 7 plus 4 plus 5. That's right. I definitely miscounted here. That's okay. I'll fix that count. And I think I know what I'm missing, too. There's a cyber elf I forgot to go back for. Okay. So 7 plus 4, that's 11. Plus 5 is 16. Plus 4 is 20. Plus 5 is 25. Plus 3. Plus 3 more. That's 31. Plus 7 is 39. And then we got 3 from the Resistance base overworld, so 42. And we definitely have 40. Well, one of these I forgot to show. I definitely remember one of them. So after I did the retrieve data mission, I completely forgot to go back. There's one more cyber elf we have to get here. this one right over here. This area is only unlocked after you finish retrieve data. You can do a really tight jump to get in here. Like that one jump I did around the corner for that other cyber elf. It's a very tight jump. It's super tricky. Ugh. This is a nasty jump. Like, seriously. Oh, there we go. I was about to say, or the strategy that most people use is just to pull out the triple rod and poke up through the wall to get it. And then the cyber elf will drift down to you, and it's no big deal. Okay. So that's one more. That makes things less concerning. That's definitely 12. And that's definitely 14. And again, that is definitely 15. So that is 41. But I should have 42. Did I forget to go back and get one? I might have. I got the one on the hidden wall. Easy to miss platform. Already got that one. Got that one. Got the one in the air vent. So I know I've cleared out the factory. I know I cleared out the intro stage correctly. No need to even check that one. Like I did, didn't I? Now I'm getting paranoid. But yeah, I did get that one. Excuse me while I go through this. I'll probably edit this out of the YouTube edit. Me trying to figure all this out. I should have been keeping track per mission, is what I should have been doing. Now I have to actually go through and check each one to make sure I got them. Yep, so that one's clear. What could I possibly be missing? As far as I'm aware, I shouldn't be missing anything. That's right, these are these types, excuse me. Uh-oh. I may have found it, maybe. Of course, I can't even check that one over there. There's one on the bottom I actually can't highlight. What the heck? What? That's weird. It shouldn't not be letting me check things. Destroy 5 vultures, just defeat the boss, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got all these. I apologize if this is boring, but I'm really going paranoid over this. I gotta make sure I have it. How's my count off? It shouldn't be off. Yeah, and I know that's not off. So what did I do? Where's this other one that I should have? Because I definitely got the flying enemies. I definitely got the one through there. I definitely got the one for beating the boss. Yep, there it is right there. Yeah, so I cleared that mission all right. So where's the one I'm missing? Oh gosh, I hope I didn't miss any on the train mission. I shouldn't have, though. I was very careful about that one. Uh-oh. Oh, what? That's weird. Oh, okay. I think I found it. Oh my gosh. This is why from now on, I'm gonna make sure to do the count. Okay, I think I found it, thankfully. Did I actually not get that one? You know what? I think I know what happened. There's one particular cyber elf that I probably forgot about because I did get it the first time around. So sorry about the wait, guys. I believe I have my missing cyber elf. Up here? No? That's not it? Wait a minute. That can't be right. It's in this one only. That is the one I was missing, though. Item box before. Right? In a box before the mini-boss. And it's the one that I don't have, right? Or is it? Let me double check. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no. No, I do have this one. Oh, crap. Well, then now I'm really lost, because now I don't know which one I could possibly be missing. Again. Huh. I have all the other ones. Yeah, I have everything. So where's the one that I'm missing? Okay. Well, if nothing else, I do know that I have everything on the file that I'm going to load, so I'll find it when we get there. It'll be easier to deduce it in reverse once we get the rest. Ugh, this stream is not going the way I expected it to go. Or the way I intended it to. I hope I'm not boring you, Avalon. I really hope not. Okay, but we have everything we need now with the fire chip. We can now do the hidden base to get the ice chip. So, yeah. So there's a hidden base in the desert that's serving as a prison, and we have to liberate our comrades from it. Let's get this thing back on track. I'll figure out the cyber elf thing later. It's probably one in the overworld that I just thought that I must have thought I got but didn't. So find hidden base. It's only 3. Only 3 in this mission. There we go. Here's 1. Make sure you check all the walls, folks. Classic Metroidvania trick. The hidden wall. Now, here's some heart attack inducing fun right here. These spikes. Those spikes right there killed me a dozen times when I first played this game. But they're not as bad as they seem if you're just patient and move through it carefully. But that is the problem, of course, having patience. Okay, we need to kill 3 of these. The ladder's right there, but don't leave yet, because we need to get this cyber elf right here. And that's 2. And now the final one. After we free these guys, right up ahead, the last one is hidden in yet another hidden wall. So the toughest part about this mission, by far, aside from not getting hit, is after I get up here like this. Here we go. There's our cyber elf. The toughest part by far is not getting stalled for too long by these guards that are running around. And they are placed in some very unfair positions sometimes. For example, like seriously, how are you supposed to avoid that? You gotta wait till he turns around. And there's this one. They're placed right at the ladders, which can really screw you up if you try to rush through this too quickly. I find it best to prepare for them by just using the buster. And if they catch you, lots of bad guys will appear, like that. And this doesn't count against your score; it just slows you down, which is really obnoxious. Because you can't slash these. You can't slash these open until the thing stops. So it counts against you in that it counts against your time. wrong weapon. Don't need to set that thing free, of course. Now, there is a way to beat this boss. The speedrunners have a trick where they use the shield boomerang to cancel out the saber slash. It's kind of hard to do with the button setup I have going on, but they actually use the saber to cancel their slashes and then continuously do single slashes and chain the boss down really fast. But that trick is extremely hard and requires RNG manipulation to get the boss into the right place. So I won't be doing that. RNG manipulation in this game is a thing, actually. And I will actually be making use of it in one specific instance. If we hit this guy with the fire element, but that's not till later. Main thing is we want to hit this guy with the fire element to get rid of his some of his attacks. His EX attack here, his special move is obnoxious. Just pushes us away like that. Oh, come on. Ah, dang it. This is why you want fire element. Without fire element, he doesn't even get stunned, so it's actually even worse. That's okay. I wasn't entirely confident about how I moved to that level anyway. Let's try and do that again better. No, not that one. My gosh. Okay, find hidden base. Come on. Let's try doing this again better. I didn't like how much damage I had already taken. I am, in fact, stopping to kill these enemies because it's important to get enough kills. Now, let's see. There we go. Let's try this again. Let's not die to the spikes. Ah! Like that. Like I said, those are the heart attack inducing spikes. Because those jumps are a little bit tight. Gotta free the prisoners in the hidden base. Without dying. Very important for our S rank. There we go. Just clean it out like that. Technically, we can come back to get that Cyber Elf later if we want. I'm just gonna get it now. Okay, there we go. There we go. So, just, make our way through here like that. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Except these things keep getting the upper hand on me. Maybe I should jump carefully to avoid damage there. Oh my gosh. Enemies respawning just barely off screen, and then they shoot you. Okay. I didn't take too much damage. That's not the worst. I just need to not get messed up by the boss so much. And proceeding faster through here would be nice too. You know, for a game all about Mega Man Zero, whose Zero is known for using the sword here, the Buster is actually really useful more often than not. The Z-Saber is actually not that great of a weapon for clearing out levels. What? There we go. Also, I love how... Oh, no, they didn't. Yep. That should give us enough enemy kills. Want to clear that? Yeah. Melee making it more likely for us to get hit. Also, I love how these guys know how many more prisoners are left. How did they know who we've already freed? That one guy just said there was 3 left. He shouldn't know that. Ah, crap. I hope I'm still going fast enough for an S rank. Yeah, there we go. We didn't say anything, but somehow she knows that she was the last one to be saved. Okay. So let's try this again without dying rather strangely to this boss. 'Cause normally I don't take too much damage from this guy. Calm down there, buddy. There we go. I just needed to adjust my pattern a bit. Come on. Jump on over. Oh my gosh, why? There we go. Jeez. Man, he stalled in the corner there for a second. $92. I took too much damage. 11 damage was too much. Not enough enemy kills, and I was too slow. Wow. Well, let's try that one more time then. But I do mean one more time. As soon as I get any kind of improvement on that, we'll just have to take it. But 92 is definitely too low. $92 will hurt our average too much, so we're gonna want to do a better job. So we needed more enemies, we needed faster, and we needed less damage. So let's see if I can accomplish that. careful. Just jumping around here. And through here. No problem so far. So here's the part where we started taking a bunch of damage. These things. There we go. Managed to get rid of them without taking a bunch of hits. Okay. Forget that this one comes back. Okay. There we go. All right. That was less damage. That was like one hit. That was far better. Okay, so we got these two out. Come on. Get the last cyber elf up here. I think I know what I did in order to make sure I get enough kills, actually. I'm starting to remember what I did to get them. Carefully avoid that. We don't want to get locked out. That would be bad. That's part of why we didn't have it. We weren't fast enough last time. You know what? Another thing that can sometimes screw you over is the fact that if you double tap either left or right, it actually it counts it as a dash input. So it can actually mess you up when you're trying to be really careful. Like if you're trying to carefully advance like this, you can accidentally double tap and dash like that. That can mess up your positioning a good amount. So you gotta be really careful about that. So I didn't get detected at all that time. And I believe, yeah. So the way I went about, uh-oh. Okay. I believe the way I went about getting enough kills for this was, uh-oh. Not dealing with this guy. But rather, just walking through here like this, so it will stun them. Like so. There. And that should give us enough kills. For a better rank than what we had. And then it would be nice if the boss wouldn't stall in the corner. Then all will be well. I'm Blizzak Stagroth, the best warrior of Leviathan. Hear me moo at you. Crap. There we go. Okay, that was definitely faster. Coming back to base with the prisoners. Oh man, my overall time was actually slower. Ugh. But But I did get enough enemies this time, and I took far less damage, so that actually made up for it. 96 is plenty acceptable. So we'll take that. And I am positive that I got all 3 Cyber Elves. Absolutely positive that I got all 3. Yeah. So, next up, we have Ice Element. We'll switch to non-elemental for the moment, but next up, let's go ahead and do Rescue Kolbor here. Just to double check. Okay. So this one has 3 Cyber Elves in boxes that we can come back and get later, and unfortunately, we're gonna have to come back and get them, and they're in some really bad places. But it does make the mission easy. So, Kolbor is trying to do things on his own, but as we saw at the beginning of this game, all the regular Reploid troops really kind of suck. So, yeah, obviously this isn't gonna go well for them. And we have to go bail them out. So, we have to beat a couple of these guys. These flying guys. I hate these guys. So obnoxious. There we go. Then I'm trying to remember where to go from here. Okay. This guy was still here. No. Taking way too much damage, but there's our Cyber Elf. The only other Cyber Elf we have to worry about is defeating the boss. Oh my gosh. There we go. And right off the edge, because I forgot there was one more platform I had to jump. I thought it was at the end. Crap. That's okay. I took too much damage anyway. Let's try that one more time. The mission itself, believe it or not, is the easiest part. One. This time he didn't get the jump on us. One hit from that guy, unfortunately. Not much we can do about that. Over this guy. Stun that thing. Kill this one. Okay, so we just need one more of those flying enemies. We're making it through this a lot better. There it is. That was much smoother. Much better. Okay. Now. We found Kolbor. Yeah, run away, dude. You're useless. And now we have another Guardian of Neo Arcadia, Harpuya. Without the ice element, this guy's a little tricky. With it, he's a joke. You just have to catch him once, and it's all over. There we go. Whoops. Oh, and also facing the right direction would be good. If you face the right direction, that's helpful. I don't know how that happened. But here's his ultimate attack. His ultimate attack is called Time-Wasting Twister, because that's what it does. It just wastes a bunch of time. Should probably be using the Buster to guarantee some of these hits. Ugh. There we go. $94. A 94 after that performance. Actually, not enough enemies. That could be a problem. I feel like I could do that better. And that mission was actually really short, so maybe it would be smart for me to redo that one. I'll try it one more time. So I need to kill more enemies. I really wish this game had a way to check the requirements for S rank prior to actually playing through the mission. That would have been helpful if they had done that. But I guess that's not the worst thing that could have happened. Now, taking too much damage like I'm doing, on the other hand, is pretty bad. There we go. But if I take less damage on Harpuya, perhaps that'll even things out. Ah, come on. These things recover really fast. It's obnoxious. Stop it. There we go. Easy enough. Switch to Ice Element. That was more enemies, for sure. So that should be fine if I can get a better run on Harpuya here. Oh, come on. That again. That glitch where I swear I'm facing the right direction. And it just doesn't let me face that direction. I hate that. There we go. Just lock this guy in a pattern like this, and then he's far less of a threat. Just force him on the ground. There we go. Yes, you underestimated me, and you will not have your revenge. Blah, blah, blah. Usual bad guy monologue. Oh my gosh. 96 again. Well, it's better than 94. Still taking too much damage, but that's fine. We got Kolbor back, for all he's worth. Okay. Now, I said it was going to show some RNG manipulation. Well, after I save here, I will be showing off some RNG manipulation. So, I do have to go back and get those other cyber elves. No way around it. I do need to do that, but real quick here, there's something I would like to get out of the way. There is a particular mission that is kind of brutal. Protect factory. Seal rightly thinks that you can't hold on to a factory like that from the enemy for long. And sure enough, the watches are missing. Firing that one little shot to the side actually manipulated the RNG. Just that one little bullet manipulated RNG so that Phantom will have a very particular pattern. I've actually seen the speedrunners do this. So it's kind of cool. I'm going to shoot him in the face. And then he should immediately do this particular move. Ah. And then he'll do it again. I am already taking a bunch of damage from this guy because I'm doing it wrong. I'm not standing far back enough. Oh no. Yeah. Then there's this extremely unfair move. If he does this, you have no choice but to just hope you get lucky. Like I just did. I got very lucky just now. I'm dead. Yep. Ugh. This fight is the worst. Easily. Yeah. The only good thing about this fight is that the manipulation is really easy to do. Now, some of those hits were my fault, but his special attack is just really, really stupid. I got so lucky there too. So I'm just going to fire one shot in that direction, go over this way. This time, I'm going to remember to stand a little further away from him. When he does this, dash under him, hit him here, let him do his thing, dash under, hit him there, whoa. Okay, so far, he loves this move. And I love him doing it. Ah, crap. Hi there, Raiders. How's it going? I am failing miserably at fighting Phantom. But I'm trying to get a high score, which means if I mess up, might as well reset. Oh, Ilmatic. Oh, you're the one raiding. Oh my gosh. I thought that was somebody else's name for a second there, because I was trying to fight Phantom and look at the message at the same time, which is probably why I died, now that I think about it. Pardon the coughing. Okay. Again, we're going to manipulate some RNG just a little bit. That one shot to the side does actually manipulate it. Speedrunners use that to force Phantom into a very particular pattern, where he always does this. He always does that, this shuriken throw here. He always does this as his first move there. Now, I wish he would stop dash attacking me. That would be nice. Here we go. This is basically 4 free hits here, or at least 2. Dash under this. Hit him here. He'll do his dash. Uh-oh, here we go. Here's the unfair special move. Oh, I got lucky. Okay. Can I get lucky again? Nope. Oh, okay. Got him. Oh my gosh. That special move of his really sucks, because he could go anywhere on the screen. You can't see him unless until he starts attacking. You just have to get lucky and hopefully hit him with your charge slash. That's basically all you can do. So, in order to get all Cyber Elves, we're going to need to kill 5 of these dogs. We already got 1 Cyber Elf from Phantom. Taking as little damage here as possible would be good. Actually, we want to go through the front door. That's right. We want to go through the front door. We actually don't want our charge attack. There we go. Okay. So how y'all doing? What game were you guys playing, Illmatic? What were you playing before you raided me here? Accidentally hit that twice. Was trying to get that guy before he shot me. That was unfortunate. No. We are not going to do that. Not going to make that mistake. Please, no hit. Yes, there we go. We caught a good cycle at least. We won't get hit by the arms here. And... oh, gotta get rid of those guys. Here we go. This part right here is the dangerous, tricky part, for sure. Gotta carefully get this. Ugh. I'm actually amazed I haven't died yet. This area really sucks. Ugh. Oh no. Oh no, come on. Okay. Oh my gosh, that was really close. It is so easy to die right there. If you get knocked off of those things, the momentum makes it hard to get back on. Okay, now, farming, because we need some enemies. You can hear an enemy dying off screen there. Should be enough. Oh no. Oh my gosh. I fell off and didn't get the ladder. What? Oh no. Well, there's not enough time to get back up now. Crap. I usually don't have any trouble getting that ladder. What happened? Oh, that's brutal. Well, guess we have to get lucky with Phantom again. Cause if we use a retry, it's the same as it knocks us down a rank. So we can't. If we want S rank, we have to do this perfect in one go. Ugh, so close. This mission just sucks. This is easily one of the worst missions if you're going for score. Like, obviously, all these missions are super easy if you don't care about your score, but... Ugh, trying to get an S rank on it, and it's really tough. RNG manipulation. And unload in his face. And he will always do the shuriken throw. Yep, there he goes. I wish he would stop doing the dash attack immediately afterwards, but you know, I'll settle for whatever I can get. I'll actually be really happy if he just doesn't use his special attack. That would actually be really great. Oh no, yeah. I opened my mouth. Oh my gosh, but I got lucky. Not twice though. Oh, he was right on top of me. He actually would have killed me there if he hadn't been so low on health himself. Oh my gosh. There's the cyber elf. Now we have to get through his dogs. Please drop health. Health, yay. Oh my gosh. That was so stupidly close. There we go, now we're talking. Now quickly. I've probably taken way too much damage, but... yeah, I've probably taken way too much damage, but this is one of the reasons I wanted such high scores on the other missions. Because I kind of knew this one was going to go badly. Oh, I killed the guy, but I need to make sure I collect this. Catch this cycle. And it looks like this is a good one. Maybe. Yes, no damage on these things. No damage from them. No. Oh my gosh. I was trying to climb that wall, but I was too late. Dang it. Well, I'm gonna get real good at the phantom fight. Dang it. I'm gonna have to get real good at that fight. That's all there is to it. Well, maybe I'll take less damage, who knows? Oh, shoot, I forgot to... I hope that still counts. I hope that still counts. Okay. It's still working so far. He's doing the exact same pattern again. Oh. Except he wants to go over here this time. Oh, come on. Stop with that dash attack. Oh, why did I jump? Why did I jump there? Now he's going to kill me for sure. Oh. Come on. Of course he's way up. He's way too high up. Oh, come on. And then he's like right in my face. I hate this skill so much. But he didn't die. Crap. Yeah, True North. His skill sucks. It's really, really obnoxious to have to face, especially when you're trying to go for S rank. Just the fact that he can move to anywhere on the screen, you can then hit him, and then if he falls on you, you take contact damage. That's just totally unfair. And especially if it wasn't for this manipulation, I wouldn't even get the initial hits in very easily. There we go. So I always open up the same way, and forcing him to open up the same way is good too. Okay, I just have to remember, he really likes his dash attack after that. See, there we go. Just got to avoid the dash like that, and life will be better. Ah, okay, he decided to do something else this time. And I missed randomly. Why is this guy so high up? And then see, look at that, I hit him, but then he fell on me. How is that fair? Okay, one more and he's out of this stupid mode here. Thank goodness. Ugh. Get out of here. Oh, you just quit from Z2, huh? Yeah, I'm looking forward to having to relearn Z2. Z2 is hard. I 100%ed all of the Zero games ages ago, but now I'm relearning them thanks to the collection, and I remember Z2 was really difficult. So I'm already expecting a lot of pain when I go back to relearn that after I finish with this game. Shield Boomerang doesn't really help that much in my experience. Not with Phantom. Like, I see what you're saying, like you're trying to cover more area of the screen. Like, that's a way you can do it, but you actually cover more area, I think, by just going back and forth with your charge attack. At least that's how it's worked for me. Come on. Oh, nope. I can catch that one. Yeah, no, I know you're talking about his EX skill. You're trying to get him you're trying to get him hit easier, but the Shield Boomerang doesn't cover as much area as you might think. I personally feel like just using the charge slash and then going back and forth with it will actually work just fine. Like, the Shield Boomerang's also not very quick is another reason, because you have to charge it in order to throw it, so it's not very fast. I don't know why I'm charging here. I actually don't want to charge here. It's just what always has worked for me, I guess. Like, the Shield Boomerang probably works just fine. It's just not what I'm used to. Okay. So I have to remember, I didn't have enough enemies before. So that's a problem, that I didn't have enough enemy kills before. Is there a way I can get, yeah, here we go. There we go. Okay, now. There we go. I did it, guys. I got the ladder. And didn't fall down like an idiot this time. 97. Not bad. What was I short on? I was just a little bit slow and took a little too much damage. That's it. So close. 97, that's a good one. I'll take that. How long do you have to live like this? Hopefully not too much longer. Hopefully I should be able to get almost done with this game tonight, and then next time I stream I'll get done with, I'll finish it completely, because this game's not very long, actually, minus the padding. Okay. So, I have not forgotten that I need to go back to the subway area to collect some cyber elves. Oh, I'm just glad Phantom's out of the way. That was really just the big thing. It's just getting Phantom out of the way. So, back to Harpuya's area over here. Several of the cyber elves were in boxes for us to collect at any time. And we have to collect, if we want a good time on the mission, we have to collect them later. So right here, that's one. Now, here's gonna be the trick though. Do I remember where the other ones are? I remember where one of them is for sure, but there's one in particular that always messes me up. Is it again? No, this is where you come back from getting it. Okay. I think I sort of know where I'm going now. Hold on. So it's down here. Is this one. And then you have to make a really tight jump here. There we go. Oh my gosh, these things. I hate these things. I'm probably gonna die, aren't I? There we go. Now I believe it's this one? Yes, okay, it is. Good. Stop shooting through the floor, stop it! Ah. I don't want to die. I want to live. Now here's the problem though. There's another one of those things over there. I think I'm gonna die here. And have to do all that again. Yep, I knew it. I'm playing this on the Switch. This is the 0ZX collection. Actually, what does it matter? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Because I didn't die in a mission. Yeah, I wasn't in a mission. It doesn't matter if I retry. The only thing that matters is that I got those cyber elves. Double check to make sure I did get them. I am using a list on the side to make sure that I'm actually getting them. Yeah, this is the ZX collection on the Switch. Ah. So I'm okay with dying outside of a stage because that doesn't count against my rank. So that won't be a problem. I don't want to have to go all the way back through there again. Let me just double check to make sure I got everything. Yeah, Dareth. Yeah, there's one. There's one already. And then... Dareth, what? Seraph, yeah, okay. It's certainly Enmork, yep. Okay, so even though I had to use a life, I still got the cyber elves I just collected, so there we go. Okay. So I'll take that. Close enough. Not affecting our rank. And now, let's see, one last mission. Stop the hacking. Okay, this one has a stupid amount of cyber elves in it, and we're not going to be able to get them all in the mission, but we're going to get a lot of them after the mission. And I remember one in particular is easily the hardest cyber elf in the game to get because the jump is super tight. Let's see. Let me bring up my list here and make sure. Make sure I'm getting them all. There are 11 cyber elves in this mission. 11. Ugh. Why do I keep hitting B? It's because I'm used to the Xbox controller, because Ori messed me up. The Xbox controller has the A button down as the bottom button, and then the Switch controller has it as the right button. So it's messing me up. Okay, so we gotta destroy the computers that are trying to hack into the Resistance base mainframe, because obviously that dump has a mainframe. Get you for enemy requirements. So you're using a keyboard? Wait, hold on. What? Playing on the keyboard via Steam. Oh, really? Is Mega Man Zero on Steam? I didn't even realize that was a thing. Yeah, you're gonna... These games were made for the GBA, so they're kind of, sort of... Oh, Legacy Collections on Steam. Huh. Okay. I wasn't even aware of that. But, yeah, these were made for controllers, because they were made for the GBA, so they sort of... Yeah. And the GBA was just a controller with a screen, so... I'm not sure how you can play this at all with a keyboard. I'm kind of impressed that you can. The heart attack jumps here. Excuse me while I get through these spikes. That's what I like to call them, the heart attack inducing spikes. Because those jumps are super tight. Haha. Gotcha. There we go. Okay. Let me have a look at my list again just to be sure, but... Destroy mechs. Yeah, the squid mechs, the shark seals. And the computers. There's 2 in the computers. And there's a bunch in the prison cells. I'm not worried about the ones in the prison cells, because those are in boxes. We can come back for those. I'm not worried about the one that's like got a really tough jump. Yeah, so we're gonna get the one from the boss, the 2 from the computers, and then, yeah, that's right. There's another one in a box over there. Okay. So for the missions purposes, oh, no problem, Avalon. So for the mission purposes, we only need to kill these underwater enemies, mainly, and the 2 in the computers are pretty easy, and the one for the boss is pretty easy to get, so we'll just get that one. Kill a couple of these. This is reminiscent of X6's, Crushers, the Crusher stage. Anybody remember that? The trash compactor stage in X6? Oh. quite possibly one of the worst levels in Mega Man. Have I not killed enough for it yet? Oh, there it is. Okay, wow. I was beginning to think I'd missed it somehow. Oh. Want our Buster here. We are not going to go for that jump in the middle of the mission. That would be ridiculous. Try not to get hit by the extremely high damage missiles. There we go. I'm pretty sure, I hope I've killed enough enemies. Oh, that's right. This is the wrong way. Just to be sure, I'll kill those two again. Pretty sure I've killed enough enemies. He destroyed a computer! We got our lives back, and there we go. If you flick back and forth on the control stick really fast, your slash will actually hit two targets. Like, it'll hit in front of you and in back of you. We're gonna run away from Big Arm Guy. Wow, your first Mega Man game was X6? I feel sorry for you. X6 was widely considered to be one of the worst games in the Mega Man franchise. And having 100%ed it, I think I kind of agree, unfortunately. Don't hold back just because I'm a woman. Okay. Ah, crap. I didn't respect her dash. Okay. Here we go. Okay, now she's going to dash. Okay. Again. There we go. I actually have not seen her special move yet. Kind of wondering if she's gonna do it. Oh, there it is. Ah. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I know. Like, oh, that was only 92? Ew. Yeah, I took way too much damage and not enough enemies again. Urgh. But, actually, I still got an S on it, and if that was the last one, can I get an S on this? Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna have to reload or not. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to avoid having to reload that mission. Can't believe that wasn't enough enemies, though. How's this your fault, Seal? You're just a really young scientist. According to the wiki, you're only 14. So how could this possibly be your fault? You were the one who created Neo Arcadia and regenerated X at 14? Man, you really must be a child prodigy. Also, I love you. I hope you love flashing red. That was a decision that this game made. Also, I love how she calls us an original. Anyway, save data before starting mission. No, I'm actually going to see if I can work around this. Hold up. All right, so we're gonna want to equip the lightning element for this, and what are the cyber elves for this one? I think there's only one, isn't there? Well, I mean, there's two, but... Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Alright. So we just gotta kill a couple of these. That's right. That's right. I'm starting to remember what to do now to get the, get enough enemy kills on this one. That was sloppy, but it's fine. Shouldn't be that bad. Kill a couple of those guys. PS2 Anniversary Collection, huh? Wow. Wait, was it the regular Mega Man or Mega Man X? Because that makes a difference. Say nope to that guy. Regular? Okay, so the original Mega Man games. Ugh. I'll be honest with you, I don't really like the original games that much, because there's no dash, there's no wall climb. The first thing I played was X, so, like, X1. Ah, crap. Crap, I'm messing up really badly. Ah, I screwed that fight up super bad. Yeah, okay. Ugh, that was awful. Maybe I should switch Buster to my main weapon. Yeah, that would probably be smart, wouldn't it? Yeah, this is a really easy boss, too. That's the sad part. Ugh. I shouldn't have died to this guy. Yeah, I handled it really easily. But then I got flustered and messed up. And I know why, too. It's because I needed to switch my weapon over to the main weapon instead. Yep, that means I gotta do the previous mission again. Crap. Well, I needed a better score on it anyway. It's fine. I was hoping to avoid it, because I have a pre-saved file already for finishing the grinding at the end, so I was hoping I could just, like, kind of sneak around it, but it's probably better that I show off how to get a better score in that mission anyway. That's fine. Could be worse. So, since I'm back here again, what other types of video games do you guys like? Like True North? Like, Avalon's a regular around here, so I know more or less what he's into, but how about you, True North? What are the games you play besides Mega Man stuff? Since I'm just going through this again. Ah. Tried to catch the wall. Ah. Taking a bunch of damage I don't need to take. Now let's see if I can get the right amount of enemies here. Reset these guys over and over again. It should fix my problem. again. Let's see here. Oh, got a life back. Hide in here. And that shot will hit both of those if we time it right. Devil May Cry and Assassin's Creed, huh? Can't say I'm into either of those, unfortunately. I was trying to shoot those missiles before they came out. Oh well. Before Unity. I think I've heard some things about Assassin's Creed, though, like in how after a certain point, the Assassin's Creed games started to get a little weird. Or not fun to play anymore. But that's just hearsay from me. There we go. Quantity over quality route. Oh, that's never a good route for any video game to ever take. Oh, hi guys. Excuse me. Let's see if I can get this done better this time. Okay. Don't worry, Leviathan. I won't hold back on you. The pretty kid and the combat nerd. Harpuya and Fafnir. Don't hold back because you're a woman. I will not. Time it just so he can lock her into a really unfortunate pad. Oh, dang it. Okay, I was about to say she got her special move off, but only one left. That was actually a really perfect fight. I didn't hold anything back. What are you talking about? I killed you as fast as possible. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good move either. Suddenly not caring about the story of your series. Yeah, that's a great way to kill a series. Yeah, they did a good job with Leviathan's ego, for sure. Okay, that was much better. 96. That was much better. Better enemies. Less damage taken. Okay. Now. The monkey boss will not get me. The obligatory monkey with staff cardboard cutout boss will not get me this time. This time I will save because that was a good score. But we still have to go back there. Uh-oh. Oh no. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. I just thought of something. Did I get that one cyber elf from killing the sharks? Uh-oh. Even if I didn't, if I know the one I missed, I did get it before, so I can still count it, but it would still suck if I didn't. Let me check. I need to know, did I get it? Yes, okay, I did. Just want to be sure about that. Okay. Now, that's right. Switch to Buster as main weapon. Here we go. And if I just do this, I can easily get the enemy kill requirement really fast. Oh, how did I get to, 9999 E-crystals? I will show you, after this mission. I've been taking a very specific route through this game. It's very important, like, if you want to make getting 100% as painless as possible, you have to do the padding in a very specific way and the missions in a very specific order. Or at least semi-specific. So I will quickly I'll go over that for you in just a minute. Let me finish the mission first, though. I will gladly tell you my methods. Guys. Ah, crap. He wasn't stunned. I'm gonna say nope to that guy. Okay. Now this time. This time. You will not confuse me. Wrecked. Come on, let loose the monkeys. So there's one particular cyber elf that you can only get if this guy releases his little, there we go, these things. There we go. That boss is really easy, but it sucks because he has to release 5 of those little monkey Reploids, or you can't get the Cyber Elf from them. So that's why I couldn't just go ham and kill him. 98, that's a great score. Just took a little damage from him. We've been saved again, thanks to you. Seal is totally developing a crush on us from all the times we've saved her and helped out the Resistance. As long as X exists, maybe someday. So you'll only be happy if X does not exist. I'll take care of that. Just tell me where he is. I love Zero's attitude. You can go directly to the core of the enemy base with the trans server. Unfortunately, we haven't cracked the security system for their trans server yet. Without the trans server, you won't be able to reach your destination easily. So it's separated from the main world. Like, this game's a Metroidvania, and I really like that, but there are some areas that just aren't connected to the main map, and I feel like that's kind of a weird decision. It's like, well, most Metroidvanias normally have a completely connected map with very few areas that you just can't reach, you know, except by teleporting to a separate map. But unfortunately, that's how it is for this particular thing, as well as the underground lab, so this place has a couple locations we can't go to. Anyway. I've cracked the security system. Like my rainbow atom shape? I worked real hard on it. I'm sorry that took so long, but now you can enter Neo Arcadia whenever you want. You're the one who gave me the Z-Saber through the internets. Now go, terminate that copy of me. Terminate with extreme prejudice, because prejudice that isn't extreme isn't any fun. Oh yeah. Wait, who are you? ... Seal loves dots. It's not possible. Did he say that I can use the Tran server? Yes, he did. I'm going now. Take care. Except we're not. So, I'm gonna go ahead and save game. However, I'm gonna go ahead and quickly explain how I did what I did here to get this many E-crystals and get everything the way I have it right now. However, it is time for me to stop really soon. So after I go over this, that's probably gonna do it. So real quick, let me go ahead and load my data here. Oh, no, I want to talk to you. Why are you not? Okay, fine. Okay, so these are my 3 pre-saved files down here. Hey, True North, did you play the original Mega Man Zero on the Game Boy? Do you remember how it only had 3 save files? And how frustrating that was? I like how they gave us 6 in the collection here. I don't know if you were around for that or not, but yeah. Yeah, it was frustrating because it didn't feel like I had enough. Like I wanted to have saves in a whole bunch of different places, but only 3. But then 02 came out, and I think 02 had like 5 or 6, right? So I was like, so why couldn't you have done this for 01? Anyway, so I'm gonna load my pre-saves here real quick and show you what's up. So this right here, you can see this is literally right after the first mission. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. So here's what I do. After you beat the first mission, yeah, the Spider Hive grind. Yes, see, you already know what I'm talking about. As soon as you beat the first mission, go back and do the Spider Hive grind. Get your 2 weapons to max, get 9,900 and at least 70. You'll probably collect some from the disposal center, right? But also, not just 9,999, also level her up. And then go over here and then, and grind, level her up and then grind all of the, get as many E-crystals as you can from the Spider Hive grind. That's why you do it. And then, when you're done with the Spider Hive grind, I very specifically, here's the thing, that, let's be real, the Spider Hive grind is definitely the best way to grind E-crystals in the game, period. Like, there's no better way to do it. Agreed? Like that's just the best way. So, with that in mind, ideally, you would want that area to be open to you to grind again later, because you need like, I think you need like 23,000 E-crystals. So what you need to do then is you need to, if I load my other file here, you can see I very specifically avoided doing retrieve data. So what I did was I completed yeah, that's how many you need to level up all the cyber elves. This game has, that is my only real complaint about 0-1, is that if you're trying to get 100%, the padding is crazy. You need at least I think it was like 23,000, something like that, but you can only carry 9,999, and on top of that, it takes hours to do that. Like, seriously, look at this. Look at this. Like, if we go to our save data here, this file right here has nothing but the opening mission on it. I beat the opening mission, and I did I had to do an hour and a half of grinding to get that one cyber elf leveled up and to get 9,970 on that file. An hour and a half of grinding after mission 1. And then, after completing a few more missions, I did another hour and some of grinding. So this game has more grinding than it has actual gameplay. That's my only real complaint with 0-1. Like, I have a bunch of little minor nitpicks too, but like mainly my biggest complaint with this game is just the padding is so crazy. But yeah, so after you beat the main mission, you get that set up, and then you beat the disposal center, and then you beat, you avoid doing retrieve data at all costs. Do not do retrieve data. You beat the train, you rescue the guy stranded out in the desert, and you do the fight with, Fafnir. And then those missions right there will give you a bunch of cyber elves that need leveling up. So you grind out those cyber elves and level them up, and then use the spider hive grind again to get 9,999 again. And then you will have almost enough E-crystals to make it through to the end of the game without needing to grind anymore. You'll still have to do the less efficient grind a little bit, but it won't be nearly as bad. You only need about 1,000 extra after that. So it's a very specific set of missions that I chose to do and not do in order to avoid doing retrieve data for as long as possible. That way I'd always have access to the spider hive grind. And that's basically how I did it. Because the spider hive grind is just the easiest way to get E-crystals, period. That's just all there is to it. So, that in mind, that's gonna do it for tonight. Thank you for coming, True North. Thank you for raiding Illmatic. Quite frankly, that was the first raid I've ever had. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it a lot. I hope you guys will come back Monday. Monday is going to be my next stream because I work over the weekend. So I will be streaming the rest of this game on Monday. We will finish it all out. I hope you guys will come. I hope I was interesting and entertaining for you all. Thank you very much, True North. I appreciate it. You have a good night, guys. I will see you all Monday, hopefully around 4 p.m. That may get delayed, because I still have to do some tax stuff. But hopefully not. I'll see you at about 4 p.m. Mountain Time on Monday. Have a good night. Hey guys, thanks for watching. This is where most people tell you to like, comment, and subscribe. And while I would appreciate you doing all that, if you enjoyed my content, come check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/TrinfiniteX so you can watch and chat with me while I make these. I'm a family-friendly streamer, so everybody's welcome. Throw me a follow on Twitch and Twitter so you can get notifications when I go live. Links will be down in the description. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to meeting you.